Stop everything. Do not scroll. Do not blink. Because what happened next changed everything fans thought they knew. Started quietly. Too quietly. Single sentence. Spoken without shouting. Without drama. Without denial. Dylan Wang looked straight ahead. His voice low, steady, almost exhausted, and said the words no one was prepared to hear. I love Bailu. No explanation followed. No justification. Just truth hanging in the air like a storm that had been waiting for years to break. The room froze. Phones stopped recording for half a second. Fans watching live forgot to breathe. And somewhere just off camera, Shen Yu stopped moving entirely. People expected denial. They expected deflection. They expected another carefully packaged statement designed to calm the internet. Instead they got honesty. And honesty hit harder than any scandal ever could. Shen Yu did not cry immediately. That was the part that unsettled everyone the most. She stood there, hands clenched at her sides, eyes fixed on Dylan as if she was trying to understand a language she had never learned. Her face did not change at first. No anger. No tears. Just shock so deep it emptied her expression completely. Fans later said it looked like she had left her body. Because how do you react when the person you trusted finally says the one thing you feared but never believed would truly happen? This was not a rumor anymore. Not a theory. Not fan speculation. This was real. Memories flooded back all at once. Late-night conversations that suddenly ended. The way Dylan avoided certain questions. How Bailu always seemed present without being mentioned. Pauses. Distance. The excuses that never quite made sense. Shen Yu remembered every moment she told herself she was overthinking. And now every single one of those moments made sense. The silence stretched painfully long. Dylan did not look at Shen Yu right away. That alone spoke volumes. When he finally turned, his eyes softened, not with relief, but with regret. The kind of regret that comes when you know you are about to hurt someone deeply, but you also know lying would hurt them even more. I never wanted it to come out like this, he said quietly. That was when Shen Yu finally moved. She took one slow step back. Not away from Bailu. Not away from the cameras. But away from Dylan. Fans watching described the moment as devastating. 'Cause it was not dramatic. It was not loud. It was not explosive. It was the quiet realization that something precious had just ended. Bailu had been standing further back, half hidden, her face unreadable. When Dylan spoke her name with love instead of avoidance, something shifted in her eyes. Not triumph. Not victory. Fear. Because love exposed is not always freedom. Sometimes it is a burden. She did not step forward. She did not smile. She did not celebrate. She lowered her gaze. And that single movement told fans everything. This was not a game. This was not strategy. This was not a plan that had gone right. This was truth finally cornered. Shen Yu finally spoke, her voice calm but fragile, the kind of calm that breaks later when no one is watching. So this is it, she said. This is the truth everyone kept hiding. Dylan swallowed hard. I never wanted to hurt you. That was when she looked at him fully. Then you should have told me earlier. Those words landed harder than anger ever could. The internet erupted instantly. Clips spread within minutes. Comments multiplied faster than anyone could read. Fans were divided, confused, heartbroken, furious. Some defended Dylan for being honest. Some accused him of betrayal. Some cried for Shen Yu. Some blamed Bailu. But inside that room, none of the noise mattered. Only 3 people existed. One man who finally stopped lying. One woman who loved him quietly. And one woman who had just lost everything she thought was real. Shen Yu turned away without another word. No dramatic exit. No tears for the cameras. Just a slow walk out of frame. And that image alone went viral. Fans replayed it again and again. Because sometimes the most painful moments are not loud. They are silent. And this silence marked the beginning of a story far bigger than any confession. That detail shocked fans later when it leaked. Instead of returning to familiar places, she asked her driver to keep moving. The city lights blurred past the window as if the world itself had lost focus. Her phone vibrated endlessly in her hand, messages pouring in from people who suddenly cared, people who suddenly wanted explanations. She did not open a single one. Her mind replayed Dylan's voice again and again. I love Bailu. Not I might. Not I used to. Not I am confused. Love. Every word echoed. She remembered the first time Dylan had said her name softly during a late-night conversation, when the world felt small and safe. She remembered the way he laughed when she teased him, the way he listened when she spoke, the way he always seemed present even in silence. Or at least she thought he was. Now every memory felt unreliable, like a photograph you suddenly realize was staged. Her phone screen lit up again. Dylan. She stared at the name until it dimmed. She did not answer. Because what do you say after someone rewrites your reality in a single sentence? Across the city, Dylan sat alone in a dark room. His jacket still on. His hands locked together as if holding himself in place. The noise outside had faded, but the weight inside his chest had only grown heavier. He knew what he had done. He also knew it had been unavoidable. The truth had been pressing against him for too long, squeezing tighter every day. Every time Shen Yu looked at him with trust, it felt like betrayal even without words. Every time Bailu avoided his eyes, it felt like cowardice. Now the truth was out, and somehow everything felt worse. He picked up his phone, typed a message, deleted it, typed again. I never meant for you to hear it like that. Delete. Care about you. Delete. I'm sorry. He stared at the words for a long time before finally sending them. On another side of the city, Bailu sat by herself, lights off, curtains open, staring at nothing. Her reflection in the glass looked older somehow, heavier, like someone who had been carrying a secret too long. She had imagined this moment before. The confession, the clarity, the relief. But none of that arrived. Instead, fear settled in her chest. Because when Dylan said her name out loud with love attached to it, the fantasy disappeared. Reality rushed in. And reality was messy. She knew what the internet would do. She knew how fans would turn. She knew Shen Yu would be hurt. And she knew Dylan would never come out of this unchanged. Her phone buzzed. Message from Shen Yu. Can we talk? Bailu closed her eyes. This was the moment she had been both dreading and expecting. Back in her car, Shen Yu finally stopped moving. She asked the driver to pull over near a quiet river, where the city noise softened into distant hums. She stepped out, breathing in cool air that did nothing to calm the storm inside her. She leaned against the railing, staring at reflections that rippled and broke apart. That was how she felt. Fragmented. She thought about all the times she had defended Dylan to friends, all the times she had ignored rumors, all the times she had chosen trust over doubt. And now trust felt foolish. Her phone buzzed again. Bailu. Shen Yu did not hesitate this time. We need to be honest, she typed. Minutes passed before the reply came. Agree. The simplicity of it hurt more than excuses would have. Because honesty meant no one was pretending anymore. The meeting happened the next day, quietly, away from cameras. No announcements, no leaks at first. Just two women sitting across from each other in a private room, the air thick with things unsaid. Bailu spoke first. I never wanted it to hurt you. Shen Yu smiled faintly. That sentence doesn't change anything. Silence stretched. Then Shen Yu asked the question she had been avoiding. When did it start? Bailu looked down. I don't know. That's the truth. That answer was worse than a clear timeline. Because it meant feelings grew without permission, without intention, without control. Shen Yu nodded slowly. So no one stopped it. No one interrupted it. Bailu swallowed. Tried. But trying and succeeding are not the same thing. Shen Yu stood up. That was all she needed to hear. She was not angry. She was exhausted. Exhausted from carrying something that was never hers to fix. Later that night, Shen Yu finally answered Dylan's call. He spoke immediately, his voice breaking. I never wanted to lose you like this. She listened quietly. Then she said the words that stunned him. You didn't lose me today. You lost me when you stopped telling me the truth. He had no response, because that was undeniable. As days passed, the internet exploded, theories multiplied. Fans picked sides, videos went viral. But inside the chaos, 3 people moved slowly through the wreckage of honesty. Shen Yu withdrew. Dylan waited. Bai Lu questioned everything. And somewhere between regret and relief, the story was far from over. Because love confessed is not the ending. It is the beginning of consequences.